Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. The carpet was still damp, not from water, but from something thicker, metallic. The ceiling fan groaned as it turned, cutting the silence into jagged pieces. I stood barefoot, my skin absorbing what my soul refused to recognize. On the nightstand, her lipstick-stained wine glass trembled on the edge, its shadow painting red arcs on the wall as the breeze stirred the curtains. I hadn't moved in minutes. Or was it longer? Time no longer passed in seconds. It pulsed only in heartbeats. Each one heavier, louder, breaking apart. The door was cracked open. That alone could have been enough. But what caught me first was the belt, looped around the brass bedpost. Not mine. Too sleek, too refined. Elegant stitching, initials engraved faintly on the silver buckle. JH. I knew a JH. My best friend once told me, never wrestle with fire, it doesn't burn fast, it eats slow. But a spark was already alive inside me. It didn't scream, it whispered. And whispers can bring down mountains. I could see them, not as bodies, but as shadows. His cologne lingered here now, sunk into the mattress, etched into the sweat-stained pillow. He had been inside my wife, inside my home, inside everything I once believed sacred. And I, like a blind fool, had only noticed the surface. Her laughter that rang hollow. Her phone glued to her hand. The half-smile she gave when I said, I love you. I walked out. Not because I forgave her, but because staying meant I'd never walk out again. That night, my fists clenched like they were searching for violence. But before revenge touched me, a knock sounded. 3 soft taps. Not the police. Not guilt. Him. My best friend stood at the door. Already knowing, like betrayal had traveled between us silently. He asked no questions, just lit a cigarette, handed it to me, and said, they're not worth 10 years of your life. But I've got a plan. And so we began with silence. No shouting, no confrontation. She came home to a warm kitchen, golden light, and a husband smiling too easily. I touched her waist again, kissed her neck as if it was still mine. She looked at me like I was breaking a rule. I was rewriting them. We let the affair breathe. We gave it rope, watched it hang itself. My best friend stayed close to her lover, enough to learn his patterns, his weaknesses. Turned out, he was married too. Children, a job he couldn't risk. A fragile life, just like mine before it shattered. We didn't destroy him, we revealed him. One private message, a recorded call, a forwarded thread, enough to fracture his marriage's mirror. We sent it quietly, anonymously. No blood, no fingerprints, just a wound that never heals. For her, the revenge was different. I didn't raise my voice. I lowered the temperature. I stopped needing her approval. I stopped chasing. I gave her what she claimed she wanted, space. And in that space, I built a maze. I started staying out late. New clothes. New routines. Her curiosity turned into worry. Her worry turned into paranoia. Jealousy has its own scent, and I wore it like cologne. I no longer shared her bed, but I never left the house. That's the kind of cruelty no one teaches you. The cruelty that starves without striking. I made her watch herself come undone. Then came the party. Everyone she admired was there, polished, wealthy, sipping champagne. I arrived late, with someone on my arm. Just a friend. Beautiful. Intentional. Her smile cracked like porcelain across the room. Her eyes twitched. She clutched her lover's hand, not from love, but from war. And just as she leaned in to whisper, the lights dimmed. A slideshow began. Photos of trips, candid smiles. Her and me in better times. Then the final still. A screenshot. A message. Her name. Her words. A timestamp that destroyed alibis. She turned to me. I didn't glare at her with rage. I gave her something far worse. Peace. And in that peace, she knew she had already lost. Not to another man, but to the version of me who no longer needed her. The aftermath was quiet. Shame doesn't scream, it suffocates. He vanished from town. She stayed a while, waiting for me to confront her. I never did. I moved into the guest room, building a new life in silence. She lived in the past tense. Every morning her eyes searched me, like a ghost hunting its last memory. Eventually she left, not with a storm, but with folded clothes and an envelope of silence. I still keep that belt, hanging inside my closet, not as a symbol of betrayal, but as proof of patience, of how truth can bury someone deeper than fury ever could. Justice was never the aim. Clarity was, because sometimes the sharpest revenge is letting them rot in the grave they dug for you, while you learn how to bloom in the soil they thought would bury you.